Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Megan Young. I'm a recreational therapist and the creator of the blog Grow Through Flow. In today's video, we're going to talk about a subject that I'm extremely passionate about, gratitude. We're going to go into some of the research and the why behind it's such a life-changing, magical practice. We're going to break down the two different forms of gratitude, and then we're going to get into some of my favorite tips and tricks so that you guys can take knowledge and turn it into practice. So before we get going, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you know when a new video is up. Hit the like button if you like what you see, and be sure to share this around with your friends and family and anybody that you think would benefit from it. So without waiting any longer, let's get into the good stuff. So let's start by talking about what gratefulness is and what gratefulness is not. So gratefulness, also known as gratitude or maybe thankfulness, is a practice which is in the world of positive psychology, where somebody is thinking about and feeling grateful for something that has happened to them, something that is currently happening to them or that they currently have in their life, or maybe something that is going to happen to them in the future, something that they're looking forward to. When we're grateful for things in our life like this, we bring up a bunch of positive emotions that actually increase our happiness, increase the way that we're able to fully live our lives and feel the joy in the moment that we're in, which affects a whole host of positive things like supported immune system, better sleep quality, less stress. The list goes on. The research tells the story. So now that we know a little bit more about what gratitude is, let's talk about what it's not. So gratitude is not forced positivity. It's not forgetting or neglecting the negative things that happen in life, because those things, they're gonna happen, and they happen to everybody. Actually, gratitude is one of the most beneficial things you can do when you're in a difficult season of life. It can be really hard to look past the negative and the difficulties that you have going on. But for people that are able to look at the big picture and to see the positives, even with the challenges that they're currently going through, they're able to elicit more positive emotions, which can change the way that they're feeling, affect their mood, which affects their thoughts and their actions, which can drastically change the outcome of their current circumstances. So it's not forgetting about anything that's going on and being a Pollyanna and only focusing on the good. It's about knowing and acknowledging that there are hard things going on, because that's the way life is, but choosing to look at the goodness that is also there. And when we do that, we can completely change our lives. So let's talk a little bit about the science behind gratitude. So what's actually going on inside of our brains when we are feeling and expressing gratefulness? So when we do a gratitude practice, we are actually rewiring our brains. This term is called neuroplasticity. And what it means is that we are creating neural pathways that's a faster way of thinking. So essentially it's like a roadway to get from point A to point B. And sometimes what happens in life is that we're caught up in negative thoughts and negative thought patterns that it's easy for us to experience something and jump to a negative thought or belief. A gratitude practice kind of wipes that away or rewires it in a brand new form so that something happens, but the path that that neuron takes is actually to a positive thought or a positive feeling. So we're rewiring our brains to be able to see all of the positive and all the good that is going on around us. The practice of gratitude also increases the release of two crucial neurotransmitters, dopamine and serotonin. And these feel-good neurotransmitters help us to experience more positive, fulfilling, joyful moments throughout the day. So it's kind of this beautiful cycle of retraining our brains to see the good, to see the positive, and then when we see the positive, we experience it, and our bodies are signaled to release these two feel-good neurotransmitters that keep the feeling going. So that is why people who have a gratitude practice, even though they might not be practicing it all day long, that something might occur, and instead of seeing it as a negative situation or seeing it as something bad, they're able to see the good in it. They might say, if their car got hit by another car, instead of thinking that their life was over and it was a horrible situation, they might say, I am so thankful that neither one of us got injured. I am so thankful that there wasn't another person in the car who could have gotten injured. Like, they would see the positive in the situation, and that's the beauty of gratitude. So I hope you guys are enjoying the content in this video. If you are, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment below with one thing that you are grateful for today. I'm so excited to hear what you have to say. So now let's talk about the two types of gratitude practice. The first one is more internal, also known as self-reflection. And this is where a person, usually done in like a journal type format, where they're either writing out or maybe typing if they prefer to do that, things that they are internally grateful for. So that might be your family, your home, your ability to go to school right now, the soccer team you play for, the new skill that you just picked up. And what you do in this practice is you internally reflect on the positive emotions that you feel when you think about these things. So if I sit down with my journal and my pen tonight and I write out my gratitude practice, which is more of like a self-reflection type of thing, I might write something like, I'm grateful for my mom because she always picks up my phone call, even though I call her like 3 times a day just to tell her about the type of coffee that I just bought. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate you. That is what an internal, self-reflective gratitude practice looks like. And the second type of gratitude practice is more external, also known as interactive. And this is when we feel those positive emotions for something or somebody else, and then we share them. So if I was going to go back to my example before about my mom and about her picking up my phone calls, even though I call multiple times a day, I might actually pick up the phone, write a letter, send her a little note on Facebook, and explain to her, Mom, I am so grateful for the fact that you are always there for me, so supportive. Thank you. I'm so grateful for this. And by me actually taking those feelings of gratefulness that I'm experiencing and then share with my mom, who will also feel the positive emotions that you would feel when you receive a thank you letter or somebody expressing how much they care for you and what you do for them, she will also feel those positive emotions. So that's the second type of practice. It's more of an external practice. So now I'm going to share with you guys my top 4 favorite tips for incorporating a gratitude practice into your life. So tip number 1, whatever form of gratitude practice that you have chosen, focus on the details. It's really easy to write something like, I am thankful for my partner, Jason, which I am. But if I go into more detail and I write down a few sentences about why I'm grateful for him, like, I'm grateful for my partner, Jason, because he brought me coffee this morning and he was really sweet and gave me a kiss on my cheek before he left to go to the gym. Thinking about that, what I felt when he was bringing me the cup of coffee and giving me the kiss on the cheek, that brings up, like, I just feel happier saying that rather than just saying, I'm thankful for Jason. So it's all about the details. Tip number 2 is find a way to incorporate it into your daily routine. So if you're a morning person and you wake up early and you like to get on the go real fast early in the morning, then maybe finding some way in the morning that you're able to grab your journal, grab your pen, and write down a few things that you're grateful for. Or maybe if you're a nighttime person, you have a really solid bedtime plan that you do every night, maybe find a way to incorporate your gratitude practice in there. Whatever it is, understand that change takes time. Just like going to the gym, it's not easy to incorporate at first, but that's why it's called a practice. We need to find a way to incorporate it into our lives so that we are more likely to keep it going, so that we can see the full potential and benefits of this amazing practice. Tip number 3, when in doubt, thank somebody else. Sometimes it can be really frustrating when you sit down with your pen and your paper and you start to write out your gratitude list and you just, for whatever reason, you cannot come up with anything that you're grateful for. If this ever happens, then just put your journal away and think about somebody that you are extremely grateful for, whether that be a family member, a friend, maybe it's a mentor. Then what you're going to do is you're actually going to reach out and thank them or highlight them. So one of my favorite things to do is when I'm in a cranky mood and I'm not feeling like my best self, is I'll actually hop on social media and I might highlight or share somebody else's work, because it's me highlighting and thanking them for what they've created, but then I also know that they're going to receive some of the benefits of gratitude as well, because they're going to feel appreciated and seen. For my 4th and final tip, it's all about appreciating the simple little things in life. So sometimes we think that our gratitude list has to be these big concepts like I'm grateful for my health and I'm grateful for my family, which again, you may feel. But just think about all of the tiny little simple things that happen every day that you can express gratitude for. So for instance, I am so grateful for when my dog Roy is cuddled up beside me and he starts snoring. Like, that just brings me so much joy. I'm so grateful for that. Or maybe if you're going on a walk and the sun peeks out from between the clouds and you can feel the warmth on your skin. Oh, such a nice feeling. So being able to bask and really feel the gratefulness that you feel when little things happen in life, you're going to notice them on a more consistent basis. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this week and learning all about gratitude. If you want to keep hanging out and spending some time with me, you can check out my Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, or LinkedIn, which I have linked down below. Or you can check out some of my blog articles on growthroughflow.com. If you guys like the video, make sure that you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so that you're the first to know when a new video gets uploaded. And if you have any ideas of content that you guys would like to see on this channel, please let me know. See you later.